The syntax of a war zone. My synapse is still a war zone. That's the point. Life is combat, but life is easy. My squad's opponents are an endangered species. We 131 with no casualties. Execute CQC maneuvers casually. Xing out foes with a flick of the wrist. An X on their throat, crisscross carotids. A paragon of combatant prerogative. Perfectly left stagnant like operatives. Drawing metal like magnets is imperative to the function of action that's comparative. Like good and bad in human perspective, we choose our combat class like their electives. My orders are like executive. My targets can't simply elect to live. Select your poison, I apply it. Selective choices aren't compliant. You're minuscule and I'm giant. Sounds like ridicule. Tools to an appliance. No rules to our one alliance. I don't even run from dying. Checking kings with 16 pieces like playing chess. All my pawns involved when slaying sets. Absolve the brawl, abate and stress. Dissolve them all like decaying flesh. Surface tense like Kevlar mesh. Like a mylar sheath. Impulse intense. Synapse exposed. You show intent. Syntax explodes what PyroPhoric said. Flashback to the source compound. Extract resource. Attacks expound. Rebound like recoil. Rechamber shells. Resound. Expulsion of danger cells. No revulsion. Attracted to hell. Repulse infusion. Inertly repel. Like noble gases. We all mingle well, but we're hyper reactive. Exothermic expels. Gas expansion at explosive rates. Lively passion, but knowing fate. Fast reaction like Silane. Encoded faction. God mode my game. Like short sleeves expose my pain. These scar tracks still have no train. Tungsten rain. Unnumbered grain. Encumbered by strain. Yet cover the stains. Pearlescent pigments from my veins. Deeper than these thoughts I say. Deeper than my rot will stay. When my corpse is sought by decay. I switch circuits like relay. While my flashbacks all get replayed. I let engagements escalate. Like we get wed to death today. Cause my squad go run up with a gun up on who's troubling us. Lethal like oxides and isopropylamines when we're doubling up. Change brain waves more than caffeine does. Interject death like leukocytes in the lungs. Half-inch needle nose dispersing half a ton of metric weight in hectic space. We carry heat like suns. We're like cyanide fusing oxygen with carbon. Blood like the carbide that makes the sabbat harden. One ride with our side. Rhyming battlefield syntax. One slide through our mind while battle this synapse. Cipher with the devil, I'm battling sin raps. When we use acidic chemicals like I just brought sin back. Deadlier than VX and sarin gas. 4 parts per 100 makes all vision go black. Now my crew's snapping shots like Polaroids. Rap a cold sound, spit polar noise. Snap on a whim, bipolar boys. Click clack like a shot of snaps, foil your ploys. My German squad is Demortiega told to God. We access instincts y'all know you got. We embalm ourselves to slow the rot. Compose suicides like we know we're caught. Steal things you didn't know you brought. Before you know it sold, your soul was bought. Before you know it rose, your casket drops. Before you know we start, the combat stops. As soon as you ascertain my name, your mouth gets shut. Playing games with hate deprives you love. We reciprocate every push and shove, except you shove with words and we push with slugs. Brags and hard hats, cross hatch where it falls back. Let them all fall slack, backtrack as them all hacked. Backpacks have been all packed, squaddies are all stacked. Batteries or assault packs, packs we can't retract. Hear truth and you see facts when AL nitrate and MG flash. Coal heavy cordite, put the heat on your life. Light blesses a cold night like left intercostal with cold knives. We let go like we hold lives and take like we're owed tithe. So agile and so lithe, deal death like we hold lines. Purely lethal like 5-9s. More regal than my dimes, more evil than my mind. It's the prequel to my rhymes. It's the syntax of the battlefield, closing your synapse with unraveled steel. So my squad go run up with a gun up on who's troubling us. Lethal like oxides and isopropylamines doubling up. Change brain waves more than caffeine does. Interject death like leukocytes to the lungs. Half-inch needle noses disperse half a ton of metric weight in hectic space. We carry heat like suns. We're like cyanide fusing oxygen with carbon. Blood like the carbide that makes the sabbat harden. One ride with our side. Rhyming battlefield syntax. One slide through our mind will battle the synapse. I cipher with the devil, I'm battling sin raps. We use acidic chemicals like I just brought sin back. Deadlier than BX and sarin gas. 4 parts per 100 makes all vision go black. This is unraveling the syntax of a battlefield of synapse. This is traveling the synapse of a battlefield syntax. Cause I've been under too much stress in a place with only two true outlets. All I have left are lyrics and death. One way or another, this comes out of my head. There's a battlefield in this syntax. Front lines linger in my synapse. I accept that I've been bad in every relative perspective of comparison I've had. But I've seen bad and I've been worse. I accept that. I'll be in dirt. Whether it's a function or closed coffin, it's a future I know most often. You can't close my mind with sutures. It's more open than my future. It's memorized like CQC maneuvers and atomizing the reactions of a shooter. Muscle memory draws metal like magnets. One shot and rebels lie stagnant. Mind calm in these times frantic like silane and air PyroPhoric reactive. Cause real soldiers don't wear chains. Real soldiers wear tags. Real soldiers don't wear Gucci. Real soldiers wear rags. Soldiers don't wear red or blue. They wear black. What we call combats in the zone of impact. Real soldiers are silent. They don't ever brag. We don't denounce foes. We leave them in bags. You can't pronounce these like diisopropylamine gas. The Mortar Jaeger Toda God is my wolf pack. We hunt heavy hitters, no name on a plaque. We get no recognition for the aim of attack. I write in sight like I inspired art of war. A battlefield syntax synapse conditioned by gore. I've innovated this path like a warlord. Professional assassin, craftsman, improvisatory force. A journeyman in the guild of Azrael's disciples. Never find the remnants or decree dead on the rifle. It's death on delivery. Breath getting stifled. White fire in vicinity. Whole files getting rifled. Recipients heat sensitive like receipts. Vascular raids make iron platelets seep. Polymerize violently like napalm. Oxidizing blood oxygen. Carbonized like cyanide inside G's. GD to HD like mustard and leukocytes. Pinpoint pupils like a mentor through the life. CX and VX 6 pph too precise. Straight to the lungs like Proventil. Straight through with time. Solid fuel propellants and weaponized gases. 3,000 foot radius like hydrocyanic acid. Call it AC like D&D armor classes. Exempt from life like stressors or taxes. It's like I've come down with a case of the Mondays. Roll up in a limo and just let the guns blaze. It's a ballroom blitz like St. Valentine's Day. Expose my words to air, they burn like silane. Like my shipping ID is 2203. Isolate 4,800 feet around me. Cause I can burn bridges like they're pyrophoric. Cut a tie like it's a terminal elasticity when I score it. So I don't understand wanting to be post-mortem. Cause my partner abandoned post out of boredom. And here I am with so many soldiers waiting to take the position at this station. It's like I can't carefully sanction my emotions in these relations. I love to combat unleibistic effect, but I can't wait for knock them toda yet. I await the day to escape my head. Can't get caught with a partner who won't know I'm dead. If you want to team up, you gotta accept losing me in the end unless I see improving. But memory won't change what's inlaid in my brain. Looking for enough good to outweigh the hell I push through day after day. Whether combat or vows in some way I'm engaged. Impatiently wish this to escalate. Whether married to one or six carry me away. So my squad gon' run up with a gun up on who's troubling us. Lethal like oxides and isopropylamines doubling up. Change brain waves more than caffeine does. Interject death like leukocytes to the lungs. Half-inch needle noses disperse half a ton of metric weight in hectic space. We carry heat like suns. We're like cyanide fusing oxygen with carbon. Blood like the carbide that makes the sabbat harden. One ride with our side, rhyming battlefield syntax. One slide through our minds will battle these synapses. I cipher with the devil, I'm battling sin raps. When we use acidic chemicals like I brought sin back. Deadlier than VX and sarin gas. 4 parts per 100 makes all vision go black. This is the unraveling the syntax of a battlefield of synapse. This is traveling the synapse of the battlefield syntax.